Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Quick. Call me. Yep, that's right. I'm bringing the Cabbage Patch back. Sure am. No, I ain't, because I couldn't even do it when it was an actual dance. But I will say, I can freestyle with the best of them. I was getting it. I'm telling you what, that's my jam. That's my jam. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome to another day of sunshine, y'all. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments, and I'm your host, Lauren Michaels Harris. I'm excited because it is Thursday. That means tomorrow's Friday, and I can sit on my ass on Saturday. And I mean it this week. I ain't playing. Can you believe it's been an entire week since the Power We Symposium? I'm not kidding you. It sure does not feel like it. But then in a way, it seems like a lifetime ago because I miss that spirit that was in that place. But I don't have to any longer because we can replicate it every moment of every day. How? Easy. Fulfill the promise that guarantees us that when two or more of us that are in the same mindset, heart set, spirit-filled place, that soul set. You know what I'm talking about. Give me an amen. Come on now. Give me an amen. You know what happens. Wonderful things. That's right. Illuminated conversations for one right here. Hello, Betty. Betty speaks. I had to get close. You know my eyes going bad. I ain't claiming that. No, it ain't. They just need to make stuff bigger. That's all it is. It ain't my eyes. It's your print. Right. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Lucy, my sidekick, is not here today. She's getting her roots done. In other words, that's code talk for her. She in the dishwasher. So I'm here. You're here. Let me know something. If you're happy and you know it, drop a comment. If you're happy and you know it, drop a comment. If you're happy and you know it, drop a comment. If you're happy and you know it, let your comment really show it. If you're happy and you know it, drop a comment. I'm on one today. So, you guys, guess what? I've been online. Sure. And I didn't know you paid for Amazon Prime. They told me you want to keep getting it, you better update your payment method coming up June 1st. So I went in and did it. I forgot we paid for that. I don't know why I thought it was free. But right. I know I heard you. When was anything free? Right? I know when. When they created purpose, it was free to all of us, free for the taking. That's what we're doing. So listen, I've been on Amazon. I know why? Because we, meaning my husband Brian and I, are headed to I almost said California. Am I manifesting California again? See how that happened? That wasn't a mistake. That was a manifestation I didn't expect. Wait, I don't know. It's a manifestation nonetheless. So Miami. We are headed to Miami, and I want to know who wants to play in Miami. I've never been. Have you ever been to Miami? If so, say yes, I've been to Miami in the comments. And what was your favorite thing to do when you were there? Brian and I have never been, neither one of us, together or alone. And so we're really excited. The only thing I know about Miami, ain't that where, oh, duh. I was going to say, ain't that where the show Miami Vice was supposed to be? Hence the name Miami Vice. Dang, Lauren, get it together. Anyway, we're headed down there, and I want to show you why. Because if you want to come, I think it would be a great idea. Look at this. Look. Hey, what happened? Where'd it go? Wait a minute. Did I even share it? Okay. Oh, there it is. Look right there. So yes, we're headed to beautiful Miami. We're gonna stay in it. What we're looking for. I went and bought 2 books at the bookstore yesterday about Miami. I feel like we're leaving the country or something. But anyway, we're going to go to an all-inclusive resort. So if you guys have any recommendations, hey, please hit me up. Let me know, because I want to have a great time. It's like a vacation for us after a 7-month build out for something like the Power Week. But you can see some great speakers at this event, headed up by an LMH coaching rock star. That's right, Kessa Gooden, one of my coaching clients. She's the first one of all my people that I work with to really build out a large event. And I'm so excited to see it happen. You know, our motto here at LMH is you do the work, we'll provide the stages. So she went out and did it. There it is. The Global Awakened United VIP Summit and Dinner. She's giving away, Kessa Gooden that is, free tickets. If you want to come, they're free tickets, but it's just to get into all the speakers. It's 3 days. But then if you want to upgrade to go to all the parties and the galas, there's yacht rides and masterminds in mansions, all kinds of stuff going on. I think, what did they get? What's that? The Vanity Fair Mansion. They got the Vanity Fair Mansion for one of the nights. So anyway, going to be a lot of people. You see Forbes Riley there. Of course, Kessa Gooden and Christopher Dorniff right there. And wait, that's me underneath. Oh yeah, and me too. I'll be there. I'm excited. A little nervous though, because it's been a minute, really, since doing a full blown out. I got a 45-minute keynote. But I'm excited, working on it, starting today to flesh it out. But anyway, would love for you guys to head over and join us. Now, real quickly, wait, is that right? No, never mind. Forget it. I messed that English up real quickly. It's real quick or quickly. Thank you, Brian. I could hear him 3 floors up correcting me. That's my husband. So anyway, I wanted to bring someone in, when we're still within the sound range, the vibration range of an anointed experience, which should be every moment of every day. But as we evolve, we learn how to stitch those moments together so you have a long strip of them. So in order to help perpetuate that mindset, I bring in people right after something like the Power Week, because the Power Week wasn't no joke. I'm telling y'all, it was not a joke a week ago. It was history making. It was life changing. It was incredible. And it was only because of all of us, whether you were in person, in spirit, on the virtual feed, the pay-per-view, no matter what your role was at the event, every single person that I've talked to, every single person has stated that it was one of the most wonderful days of their existence. And because Kessa was just here, and those were her exact words. So you know what? That isn't me. That is we. That's what happens. That's what happens. And Fallon Flowers, she's a nurse practitioner. She also coaches with me. And I wanted to get her in here to talk about what her first time at not just the Power of We, but a place where all of the intention came through all of us. I'm just telling you, here she comes, you guys. Put your hearts on the screen, but more importantly, won't you please put your hearts into this illuminated conversation? Let's get started as we change some lives right here with Fallon Flowers. Here she comes. Oh, there. I'll bring you. Come on up. Come close. Don't be sitting in the back of the room. Come on up. Good morning.
Let me come up a little closer.
The Black Pre-Nursing COA.
Coach.
Oh, coach. The Black Pre-Nursing Coach. Well, we can tell you Black. Why you got to tell us?
Because it's the people that I serve.
Oh, so silly me. Okay. I'm playing with you. Hey, say hello to the folks. Tell them where you're at, and fill them in on what a nurse practitioner does, and we'll get started.
Indeed. So I am here in Chicago, born and raised, and I am a board certified nurse practitioner. I'm actually board certified in women's health. And as a nurse practitioner, I am able to see patients as a provider. So when you go to your outpatient doctor's office, I serve you in ways of just being seen for your health care, no matter if that's diagnosis, prescriptions that you need, referrals, and all of those things regarding the OB-GYN department. And so that's what I do in women's health. And I also do clinical research as well. So was that a lot?
No.
Lauren?
It was some of them visuals were. Ooh, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, so let me ask you something I've been wanting to know. Hey, because I have a nurse practitioner. She can write prescriptions.
Mm-hmm.
You can? You can write prescriptions?
Yes. But in women's health. And so this is all in OB-GYN department. So no male patients unless it's related to sexual health.
Never mind. You can't do nothing for me. Okay. Well, clearly. So, Fallon, before we get into the second half of the program, we're going to really talk about nursing inspired, what it takes to be a nurse practitioner, and why all this blackness. What's that all about? You know, man, I thought we were trying, because I'm voicing what some people out there are thinking. Why it's got to be black? I want some nursing skills too. I want somebody to help me, but I'm not Black, so she can't help me. Sound like a racist to me. We're going to come back to all that because we know that's not the case, but someone might, and we want to get them right. Get them right. Right? That's the Bella Purpose, y'all. Just let me tell you, in case you haven't been here before, it's not just a gimmick. It ain't a gimmick at all. It's a reminder. It is. It's an opportunity so that just like you hear the bell ring, so the truth has a ring as well. We don't want you to miss it. So when I hit the bell, it's just to remind you, tune in. You might want to back the trunk up, open it, and take some of this truth with you. Can I get an amen? Can I get one? Thank you. So Fallon, Power We a week ago today. Can you believe it?
Ooh, I cannot. It really, the energy is still flowing, truly, especially because I just actually was speaking to one of the young participants last night from the event as well. And so
who?
Jaden.
Oh, Jaden Blankenship.
Yes.
How'd that go?
Oh, wonderfully. We talked for about an hour actually. So
did you?
Yes,
I was speaking with Dr. Chip yesterday from the school about some students that have reached out to us because, we have to get with the parents and all that before we open up any doors. But anyway, I did not know that Jaden was only a freshman. This is a kid.
That's what I said.
He's one of the most brilliant.
That's what I said.
at the school, and the school is really tough. Southland College Preparatory. Shout out to them, our good friends who brought
Yes.
200 kids to the event. And anyway, Jaden's a ninth grader, and they say he is one of the most brilliant kids in the school as a ninth grader. As a matter of fact, he's about to move to another school that's more challenging already. And he reached out because he wanted help with mentoring and or an internship with cancer research, breast cancer research, or an oncologist. And I'm like, man, a freshman. Man, I tell you what, you guys, these kids, they got it. They got it. So let's go back to the beginning of the Power Week. You were there the night before. She got a delay, y'all. She ain't slow. I know they're thinking, what's wrong with her? Right. She ain't slow. She got a delay with her internet. So, Fallon, what did you think about the night before the kids came, Wednesday night? How was that, the fellowship? And when we did all the setup, hung the banners, packed the swag bags, set up all the chairs. We did it all and had on our T-shirts. How was it for you meeting everybody that you've seen online for so long, many of them, some never before in life, and just coming together? How was that different than anything before?
It really was amazing because, you see all the bios, you see all the videos of some of these folks, and, it's just like, wow, these people have been around the world. And then here we are in this, in this lower ballroom together, together, and just serving together. And it was just really a wonderful thing. Fellow coaching rock stars. I just seen Tracy come across the screen. Seeing folks in person that you have been seeing on Zoom all this time, it's really been something. And all the folks that I had never met before. I met Micheline and Rhonda and the Donovan, people that I didn't see the bios before. Which
I've been saying it wrong.
Oh, I believe so. Micheline, but she goes by Missy. So shout out to Missy.
So I've been saying Micheline, which means she would go by Micey. And don't nobody want no mice. Right. Sorry, Micheline. I've been saying your name wrong. But say my name, say it right. I feel like saying, Lord. Greta, you want to go? Quit playing, Greta. Come on, you want to go to Miami? You will pack you in one of our suitcases. You can come. There's all y'all. Wouldn't that be great? Oh my goodness. So anyway, okay. Robert says, Tracy says she's been to Miami. Robert's been to Miami.
Yeah, I don't know if I've been. It's been a long time.
You been there too?
Probably briefly on the way to a cruise. So otherwise, no.
Oh yeah. Oh, hi, Michael Smith. Good morning. How are you, Michael Smith? You're new. We got five. Tell us where you're at, Michael. Where are you at in the world? Welcome. So, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's play. You want to play a little game?
Let's go.
Okay. The game is called What Went Through Your Mind When You Saw This? Wait, let me get that banner. That comment off the screen. Because where is it? I hit that one way up at the top. Hold on, I gotta move it. Told you I can't wait to get to NBC. You don't have to do any of this clicking. They have people. Manifest it.
Yes.
Gotta hit the bell on the manifestation. Lock it in. Okay. What ran through your mind when you first saw this?
That was breathtaking.
You were up on that. Tell people you were up on that little side stand back there where we see those people. That's where the vendors were, and Fallon was back there. So what did you focus on just now? The seats or the area you were going to be in, or the stage where the what do you call those things? Panels sat, because you were on one of the panels. So which thing? Where did you go first when you looked at this picture just now?
Honestly, it was the seats.
See, because of who was going to occupy them?
Yes, who was going to? Well, just first what caught my eye was just the gold coloring. I knew the bags that were there, and who was to be expected of that, and then to actually see those seats filled.
Yes.
Was really amazing.
Now, did you see this on those upper sides, since you were up on the one side with your vendor table? Did you go back? And I did not know the volunteers. Look what a great thing they did. They took some of that candy that was downstairs for on the tables at lunchtime, and they came up here and they spelled joy. On I would have never thought of that, and I'm from 26 years of event planning. That's what I just love. Did you see that, or are you seeing it here for the first time?
I saw it on one of the tables, but I didn't know that it was on all of the tables. So yeah, that was really really creative to be able to do something like that.
Okay, here's the next question. What ran through your mind when you walked in that next morning and you saw this? Because you were in this lineup.
Amazement, really, sitting it out the night before, but then knowing it's like the day of, this is what people are going to be seeing. These are the people that I'm, amongst, speaking with, hearing from, and knowing that, these people are going to be pouring into the next generation. I just couldn't wait to hear it and see it all, just come
yes. And something I want to point out about this picture right here, not my banner, but okay, my banner. I'm kidding. I'm just waiting. Somebody.
I know you.
Right. No, look at what I love. Dano and his mother, son. They both coach with me. They both have. He's got television show. Dano and I have a digital content creation company together. His mother has her nonprofit, which, hallelujah, congratulations, Jeanette Ramos. Just when she returned home from the Power We, her official nonprofit certification was in the mail waiting. She's good to go. Everything's done. The T's are crossed. The I's are dotted. And she is moving on down that road of purpose. This woman is a master manifester. I've seen her manifest things in moments. It's really incredible. It's superpower. And next to her, you see young Sebastian Reyna, 13-year-old author, wrote his first book at 11, published it at 12, got DC Comics to write the foreword, and he's now working on a sequel. He was also at the event with his mother, who was a State Farm agent. She was there providing internships for some of the kids, and they've recruited 3 kids for internships. Awesome. I spoke with her yesterday. Yeah. So just a family affair, but not just in the biological sense, but in the spiritual sense at all. So as well, rather. So, look, they wrote love on a table.
Oh, yeah, that was on our side. Yeah, so that was the side where the vendors were. I thought I saw something. So, yeah, on this side, it was love. I think the other side was joy.
And then even the owner, Chera, took it upon herself. She donated. She went and bought all these fresh flowers and had all these little placards laminated, and they were laid all over the mansion for people to take. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you know, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. So that this is the Power We, you guys. And okay, look at this. Chera took this from upstairs in her office window when some of the kids were coming in.
Wow. Okay. That's a great photo.
That's a great photo. So what went through your mind, Fallon, when you saw this?
What, this one? Okay.
Just the room filled. We're in it. It's happening.
What I'm seeing and thinking here is the way that lives are going to be changed. I don't think that they really knew what to expect. It was really something being in the lobby downstairs, welcoming them in, cheering them on, high-fiving them, waving at them, and just picking up on some of the energy. Some, may have been tired. Some didn't know why they were there, but they didn't know, what was about to occur. They really didn't, and I can get to that later, but just to see the change.
Well, what about you? What about you? What did you expect, and what happened with you? Because let me just put it out there, y'all. The reason Fallon is here today is because we had a session like we do every week on Monday. And I just started asking her because, we were still riding the surfboard pretty much on the wave come Monday. I hadn't come down at all. I just started descending yesterday to a cruising altitude. I'm still up there, trust. But you got a little emotional. I hope you don't mind me sharing that, but you got a little
Oh,
emotional, and I said, "Well, I need you to come on and share this, talk about this." What was it that moved you so much the other day about your own transformation, your own evolving through this door known as the Power of We Symposium? I'm gonna step off,
well,
give you
you
some
know,
time.
I think that, and so I knew that I had the invitation to be able to speak on a panel. And so, you know, I just prepared my mind for that, and, you know, just thinking about what I, you know, discuss or how I'd answer things, and just being open to be able to share with the youth. I think it was hearing maybe the biographies, the life stories of the previous speakers, some of the, you know, places they've been, things that they've done, and just, you know, how outstanding it was. And I remember standing there waiting as it was, you know, getting close time for my panel to begin, and just my heart was just racing, and I was in, and something was trying to tell me, you know, um, it was almost like, you don't deserve to be here. You don't deserve to be on the stage yet. You're not ready yet, you know, looking at them. But, you know, I just still held in my confidence anyway, you know, and thank God, as I say, the Lord spoke through me, you know. So whatever nerves those were, whatever voice that was trying to speak to me
Yeah,
and try to take away from purpose, God put that to the side and put it on mute,
see,
and turn the volume up on my voice, and spoke through me with his intentions.
amen. I'm telling you, that is a 100% accurate accountability. It really, really is, because I have experienced it countless times during the Power We Symposium and just in our everyday life, in my everyday life. But I hear that a lot, you know, because I have a lot of conversations with people that are there in all kinds of ways. Even this year, you notice that I don't know how much time you spent down in the lunch area in the lower ballroom, but Chef DeAndre with Smoke and Soul, who did the food, which was awesome,
Mm-hmm.
which was absolutely awesome. You know, he showed up, did a celebrity appearance because, you know, it's a pretty big deal here in Chicago. And, you know, shared his story of having come from the street. Is that every single person, no matter where they'd come from, their story fit. Their
Mm-hmm.
story was needed, and they were needed to share it. And there were people there needing to receive it. See, that's the wonderful thing about need. It comes with a plan, and I say want often is the equivalent of a wish list. But when we come together with our needs in hand, we fulfill the needs of the other hands, many of the other hands, if that makes sense. Can I get an amen? So, um,
Yeah.
so why did you even know? Because you had accepted this role a long while back. You know, we had been
Mm-hmm.
working on your banner and stuff like that. And I want you to talk about that because a lot of people, you know, I've had that in my coaching brand since day one. And now with the P3 program and stuff, you know, I don't know if people get it. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people sign up and come to the free 90-minute thing, but they just they I don't know what it is, but God will get us there. He'll get us there. But I want you to talk about your experience because you know I tell people that there's a difference between when you're doing something for one day or someday. But when you're actually doing something and you know that someone is going to put a date in front of you, April 28th, Fallon, it's 5 months away. Are you ready? Are you going to be a vendor? What role do you want inside the Power of We Symposium Day? What tools do you need to best be of service and to fulfill the 4 agreements and do your best? And so we had quite a few things to tick off, but you did every single one of them. So let's just take people into that experience, if you don't mind, and talk about how you feel about the you of today compared to just as recently as, say, 4 months ago. Because of this fact that you had to, like, if you hadn't had that seat on that stage we just looked at, you see everybody, and I'm gonna pull it up. The da, 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 those chairs back there on the stage, those stools, one of those had Fallon's name on it before she even got there. So what I want to know is when you were standing off to the side over here, um, looking up there, What do you know about yourself now that you didn't know before you walked up those stairs and planted it in one of those chairs? Talk about that if you could.
Um, I would say what I didn't know about myself is that I'm actually more prepared than I think I am. I think is what I'd say.
Mm.
You know, everything just in my life, the experiences that I've had, the coaching that I've had with you, I think really all prepared me for that moment. I think so many of us have so many what ifs in the back of our mind, that try to come and steal away our joy and steal away our purpose. But really, when it all came together, that takes me back to a verse. I'm about to say, all things work to the good for those who love God. See, that's starting to come into my mind, just because it's just like, sometimes you look at things in your life and you try to figure out, how do all these things fit together? It doesn't make sense. The situation doesn't make sense. Why did this happen to me? But it turns out that all of it had its purpose, and it all was meant at some point in time to fit together in one great puzzle that we didn't even know that was being made on the table.
Exactly. And I just love this next piece because, a lot of folks show up at the Power We Symposium because of the kids, which is great. They are the VIPs. That's who we're lifting up that day. But at the same time, simultaneously, same thing there. People come like yourself, and you realize, talk about this piece if you could, you realize what's it like being around a room full, a mansion, an event, an experience full of people who feel like you feel like you've known them all your life and that they've known you. And, because when we're out in our regular world, sometimes we feel like we're the only one. Like we're the only one who thinks this way. We're the only one who gets it this way. We're the only one who knows what this thing that calls our name, called service, feels like. But then you get to a place like the Power We Symposium, and you're surrounded by fellow travelers. Talk about that. How did it feel to see person after person after person after person after person after person that just felt like they belonged in your front row seats of your life?
It was really a warming, a comforting experience, really, I'd say. Some of us, we had, again, had met on Zoom, in a couple of different P3 coaching sessions, or, just other times in basket and stuff like that, DM. But it was really something to just have really seen everybody just the night before live and in person. But there was just this, I'd say, this knowing that was there, that we all shared, and it was just this this anticipation, this knowing that we all had, that we were looking forward to do together, and it was just all in one common cause, all for one purpose, and that was the power of we.
Yeah, I always say that one of the things a lot of us need to grasp and hold close is that knowing that, things that don't serve us, lies that are whispered, like what you heard off to the side before you hit the stage, anything that doesn't serve us, basically, it has its power is at its peak when it gets us all alone, or it gets us to believe that in whatever the situation may be, a mindset, an actual place in life, whatever it can convince you of, it will try to get you all alone, or believe that you're the only one. You're all alone. And so that's another thing about the power of we. When we come together, the smoke clears, if you will, and we get to see exactly who we are through the eyes of who we are with. And that's a beautiful thing. It's a real thing. We're going to talk more about that, and also get into this nurse practitioner piece and why Fallon is chosen to be known as the Black pre-nursing coach. What's this thing with the color? We'll be right back. Don't go away. Share this out. It's about to get gooder. Is that a word? I don't care. I like it. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Hello, hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started, one story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link.
Okay, we're back, and I'm still here. Well, hello? Hello? Okay, yeah, it answered. I'm here. So anyway, I'm Lauren. I'm your host. Welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments, where we have the wonderful Fallon Flowers, nurse practitioner, and Black pre-nursing coach with us. But before I get her back in here, even though she's in the health field, I wonder if she knows about this. Yes, one of my greatest secrets, but it's not a secret anymore. V8, I love it. I have one a day. Why? First of all, I need my veggies. I'm getting older, right? That's right. And I love to feel my best. I get 2 full servings of vegetables in every one of these cans, only 60 calories. And guess what? It's 100% vegetable juice from concentrate. You'll find it easily. Head down the juice aisle at your local grocer. Don't wait until it's too late. Pop the top and say, I'm so grateful I had my V8. It's just like candy. Okay. I wish I could make that thing like on potty mouth. Clean it up. Remember that? Make our tooth glisten. So anyway, welcome back, Fallon Flowers. And so what did you say you were going to be when because you must have known, you went into you got all these degrees and stuff. What was it you thought you wanted to be when you were the age of some of our kids from last week's event? What do you think you were going to be doing?
So interestingly, I thought that I would be a OB-GYN medical doctor. So that's what I thought that I would be.
Okay.
And that came from pretty much as growing up, my mom told us, that we needed to be one of 2 things. She said, you either need to be an engineer or a doctor. So which one are you going to be? And so I said, doctor. I knew I had a love of science and the human body. I had an interest every time I heard her and her friends talking about health conditions and issues and stuff when they'd have their hen parties and all of that type of stuff. And so I knew that's the area that I wanted to go into definitely was OB-GYN.
Okay. OB-GYN. There were a lot of... Never mind. Okay, well, I'm going to ask it anyway. So... Should I ask this question? Okay. I want to know, do you think women are more comfortable with a woman, OB-GYN, than a guy? Because if I know when it comes to guy stuff, like turn your head and cough, I better not send a woman in there on me. I can't do it. I'm too ashamed. I can't do it. So I'm just asking. I mean, that question was kind of like, remember that time, guys, where some woman in your family asked you when you were on your way to the store, can you pick up a box of tampons? I remember the first time my mom made me ride my bike to the store. I could have died. I'm not kidding. Oh my God. I thought I must have rode 40 miles before I got the nerve up to go in the store. And I tried to ladies and ask them if they could do it for me. Just going down that road. Can't do it. So anyway, that's where I know I was a little off topic. But anyway, talk about that. Is that a thing anymore? Or is it like, I don't care for a woman?
I think that definitely is still relevant. It just depends on I think the problem that they're being seen for, or just the relationship that they're looking for. So I think that's what it really depends on. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had another thought. It looked like you had a
I got a
download.
question. Everybody
Oh, okay.
get ready for this. Talk about in the news, current. Brian came down flabbergasted because every day he gets more and more panicky about this thing. I'm like, I ain't worried about that. I'm talking about the possible overturning of Roe versus Wade. Now, you're a woman who deals with women with women problems, female problems, and this is a big deal. And you're a woman, and so how do you feel? I'm just saying, how do you feel about what's going on with that?
Generally, I can say, I don't think that people who don't go through what we go through should be making the decisions about us and our bodies.
Okay.
And so I will definitely say that you didn't create us, and the way you get here is through us. And so we need to be well and in our best selves and be able to have the situations that we desire for us to be able to continue to bring more life into this world. So I'll definitely say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got I didn't even mean to click on that. Scared me. I was by Tampax almost as soon as I had my first. So somebody sent you to do it too, Robert, didn't it, son? Oh my Lord. Oh, I need some trauma therapy. I think I just found it. Oh my God, that's so cannot
menstruation is a natural process, just like
but you don't want
urination, just like having a bowel movement, just like blowing your nose.
It's the same thing. If I ever have to wear diapers, God forbid, Lord Jesus, please no, Heavenly Father, please, Father Abraham, please have many sons, and I don't want to. No, Lord, please don't let me have to wear no diapers, because I will have to pay somebody just to go buy them joints.
Well, you have your dear Brian to be there to love, to hold through sick or poor, all of that.
Last night, we were watching a show, and did you guys see This Is Us? Oh. And it was all about Rebecca and Miguel getting all old and stuff. And I was like, see how they fighting? Those kids are fighting not to put them in a home. Who's going to fight to keep us from going in a home? And then I thought about it. Wait a minute. I'm 6 years older than you. You're thinking about putting me in a home? And he was like, honey, no. And went right on back to doing what he was doing. I was like, you said that too quick. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the me, our people, if you want to. Do you ever fear? Do you fear that? How do you see yourself playing out those 80s and 90s? Where would you want to be?
At home with family, if that could be the case.
At home.
That's really, yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second. When it comes to rehabbing and that sort of thing, because a lot of us, if we're not to that point yet, thank you, Jesus. But I want to get there. Don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to leave early. But many of us, if we're not getting to that age, your parents are, and you're going to be caring for them. Talk about that, if you could, a little bit. How does that? Is there a heavier responsibility? What do you think about that? When that day comes and you got to make decisions about your parents and the health thing, about what's best and this and the other.
So, I mean, really, for people that have parents in that position, it's really about having those honest conversations while they're, able to understand and still be able to convey for themselves what they want, and for you to also be able to have that honest conversation with them. And looking at their benefits that they have through all of their health insurance, are there supplemental things that you can purchase and invest in, so that when that time comes, that you have those resources available. Is really the thing, just knowing all the resources available, because you can get so much home care, for instance. There's adult daycare, there's respite care, there's lots of different things out there that can be of assistance and help. And then just also looking at all the other legal paperwork. And so if that's healthcare power of attorney, all of those things need to be discussed as well and on file with the doctor's office, just getting all affairs in order, really.
Okay. Turn in the corner. Tell the truth. I want to know. I'm serious. Tell the truth. When we were at the beginning of COVID and all that, and the vaccines first came out, and somebody, that sounds like some money. You dropped some money?
Oh, I think I don't know what that was.
That
I was
sounds like
like, can
some
you get
money.
that?
Y'all heard that money? You got listen. When
Hey,
COVID
it's
first
coming up,
started,
it's coming my way, coming our way.
when COVID first started, and people were not first started, but when the vaccine first appeared, and people were doing anything to get it. And I heard stories about healthcare workers that were like black market and stealing them and taking them to their cousins and stuff. Did anyone ever approach you and say, "Girl, can you get me a COVID test?"
No, they did not.
They did
And
not.
anybody
Okay,
who
well
knows
that's
me, I don't play those games anyway. So
people were doing it. People were okay. What about this one? What about this one? Did you how did you feel during the COVID the hot heavy part um when people would refer to your field of work as heroes? I've talked to a lot of nurses that worked on the front lines, and they didn't like being called heroes. They just didn't like it. They said that because it was attached to not feeling right about being the only person there through gloves and stuff while somebody was dying and their family was right downstairs in the parking lot. There was a lot of stuff in there. What was your most challenging piece, personally and professionally, during COVID? You know, what 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 did it do inside your world of service through health?
um it did increase my anxiety. Um because there was so much uncertainty with everything. Um, every moment there was a new thing that we were learning. Also, we didn't know what was going on with testing at some point in time. We didn't know what was going on with vaccines. Then it wasn't available in certain areas. And so that was very frustrating because, I work in community health. I work with the underserved. And so to see people who maybe were not patients of the organization I work with, that are family members and friends, they're trying to figure out where can they go. And then with the added issue of when we had that occurrence that happened, it was I think in 2020, it was and they kind of burned down all the stores, and it was like Resurrection Sunday or something like that. They burned up all the stores and looted and all of this. So now people couldn't get their prescriptions, and all this mayhem. You couldn't, people were walking out of Walgreens with whole arms full of stuff, just boldly walking through the glass, so you don't feel safe going in there. You don't know if somebody's going to bring out a gun, take your money too.
Yeah.
It was just a lot. And then of course, again, me not only living on the south side of Chicago, but me working in community health, there's already apprehension for, Uber drivers to come to your area to either give you a ride or bring you food, already. So now when you had this issue come up, this kind of further put salt in the wound. So now people further can't get food. They further can't get their prescriptions. And, the vaccines are far, far away. The testing is far away. Oh, the lines are too fit. It was just a lot. It was just really, really, really a lot, almost a sense of helplessness, So it's just like, you call us heroes, but we only have so much control and ability in all of this. Too.
You rolled the red carpet out for the next topic that I wanted to hit, and I saved it purposely to the last leg of this interview. There it is on the screen, the Black pre-nursing coach. So let's talk about this color thing, this underserved. They go hand in hand, and they do, and that's why I saved the best for last, because I know that it can be very daunting. A huge, sometimes seemingly unsurmountable mountain to be in such a niche where not only is it already underserved, which means it's more for you to do in less than, 24 hours in a day is all you get, but you got, a lot more that could fit in there. So talk about why you've chosen to take this flag, if you will, to help the underserved as far as young Blacks wanting to enter the nursing field. Were there challenges and things that no one told you about? But how did you get to that point?
Thanks for the question. Yes. So, nursing, everyone is laying their eyes on right now. Just from the beginning of the pandemic, that's really kind of opened a lot of people's eyes in general, but also young people. where they are now wanting to go into nursing. So that has increased the competition. So nursing school applications have gone up, 10, 20, and 30% at some schools. And so this amount of people now is seeking to enter are really coming into a bottleneck in the pipeline, because if you don't have enough nursing instructors, you can't get into a nursing program. And so we're kind of in a conundrum here. So a lot of qualified applicants are continuously being turned away from nursing program, like 90,000 a year, like big numbers,
Are turned away.
Turned away.
I
Turned
thought
away from nursing program.
Well, wait a minute. Everybody I've ever known that got a nursing degree talked about how they had so many job offers, and so there's always a shortage of nurses, just like teachers. So why would they be turning potential future nurses away?
I mean, it's literally a system problem. They don't. There's not enough recruitment of nurse educators, for one, and then two, they don't pay them enough to not only recruit them but to retain them. So, a lot of people when we are going to nursing school, we pretty much are prepared for all of the different specialties that we can potentially work in, and then, pass the licensure exam, and that's about it. Nursing education is not highlighted in nursing programs. You're not necessarily prepared for it. It's not glorified, if you will. So everyone wants to put on their scrubs. But in the classroom setting, that's not necessarily what you're doing. You're not working clinically. So a lot of people have their mind on working clinically and with patients, and they don't think about the next generation. And so that's the problem, because again, each hospital can only have so many nursing students in clinicals at a time. So if the hospitals can't have so many students, the school can't have so many students. And then so that means the students that want to get in the programs have to wait. So a lot of times there's 1 and even 2 year waiting list now to get into nursing programs.
So when you started, what was the first degree you got?
My very first degree was actually my associate's in psychology.
Okay.
Then my bachelor's in biology, then my associate's in nursing, and then lastly, my master's in nursing.
Good Lord, that's 4 degrees.
I know. And it was at 6 schools, and I have 5 transcripts.
So what changed your mind about that original plan of being an MD?
You said what changed my mind about it?
Yeah, I remember at the front of the conversation you said when you were little, Fallon, you wanted to. It was an engineer or a doctor, and you said doctor. So, talk about, was there such a thing as a nurse practitioner when you started? What year did nurse practitioner? Because they didn't have those when I was little.
It's been a long time. I don't know exactly around. It's
my goodness!
Hold on. The first.
You froze again. You got that lag going. But wait, Prince Michael. Remember him? You meet Prince Michael at the event? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God! I have a
biology too. That's awesome.
Oh my God! I thought I was the only one. You mean you two? Oh, you're so funny, Prince Michael.
No.
Oh my God! Wait. Oh wait, that's 3 of us. I have a BS in biology.
Oh, somebody.
A different
awesome.
BS.
Hey.
Mine is the bull. I have that. I didn't want to feel left out.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't want to feel left
Lord
out. What was that? Listen, let me ask you this. So, in today's world, people of color. Let's go 2 groups. Let's say first people of color. Then I want you to use the same question and apply it just to women. What is the number one thing, in your opinion, Fallon, that people of color drop the ball on as far as their health? What is the number one thing? Is it, blood pressure, diabetes? What are you seeing? Because you're in community health. Tell us, girl.
Ooh, that one's a hard one. I would, that's a little hard because right now I'm working in clinical research with hypertension. So I'm really going to lean more towards the hypertension more than anything. Really, because that one is one that is silent. And so a lot of times we don't feel, having high blood pressure. So some people have headaches, but that's not really always the case. That's a small minority of people. So if I feel fine, I'm gonna keep going, and that's not me, but I think that's what happens is hypertension.
How often should we get our blood pressure checked?
I would say if you can have your own blood pressure cuff at home, and a lot of times that's actually provided through your health insurance. But besides that, at least going annually for an annual exam to get to see your provider, and then of course if they're starting to see a regular if the trend or something's going on, they'll have you come in for follow-up maybe in 2 weeks, or maybe a month for another blood pressure check. But you got to go in. You have to.
Because that's what I've always heard as far as the African American big faux pas is that we don't take care of our blood pressure, the number one killer, especially in Black men. I know that. Now let's go to the women's side. Usually it's you hear about breast exams and things like that. What is it for women today? What's the number one thing that health issue that women overlook sometimes that it could be preventable?
For women, that was interesting. I still think that it's surrounding breast health and breast cancer, I think, more than anything. A lot of people are just
closer, Fallon. I'm sorry, but I want to know, this is for real. I mean, you work in breast cancer research currently. Are we getting any closer? It seems like it's been, is it getting better? Are the numbers dropping? Are we getting any closer to a cure? Do you think there'll ever be a cure?
So right now I'm not doing breast cancer research, but I have had history and background in high-risk breast cancer care. So we still have a ways to go. A lot of it is it's not just the research, but it's what's happening every day. And so that means for women doing their self-breast exams, that means women going for their annual well-woman exam in their OB-GYN office just as a start, because a lot of times that's what's going to catch that. But then some of the things that I was just telling Jaden last night was issues with dense breasts and how those are not seen as well on a traditional mammogram. And so a lot of time breast cancers are missed. And I actually just had a friend that was diagnosed 2 weeks ago with breast cancer, and she has dense breasts. There's actually policies on dense breasts, and we're supposed to be doing more than that, but that's not happening the way it needs to.
You guys, on the screen right now is the link where you can continue this dialogue with Nurse Fallon. Head over to info@nursinginspired.com. And if you or someone you know has a young Black student who is a male or female interested in the possibility of a career in nursing, I highly suggest that you send them over to Fallon to get the ball started. She's going to talk to them about everything from the money to the mayhem and everything in between. So Fallon, I just want to say thank you so much. I couldn't believe it. I looked down, it was 1 minute left. I was like, wow. There's so many other questions I wanted to ask. We'll have to get you back. Thank you so much for all that you do in the community, all that you do in our community, and all that you brought to the Power of We community. We love you. We celebrate you, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much, Lauren.
Oh, there it is. Bye. Listen, you guys, get out today, won't you? And be the difference you'd like to see in the world. Simply reach to the right or the left, because there's a promise right there for the taking. Right beside it, you'll find one letter E, and on the other side, one letter R. Take both of them with you. Scoot them over to what you're looking at in the mirror and take great to greater. Take bright to brighter. Y'all better take strong to stronger. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode where we come in and get it done right here on Bathrobe Moments. Mwah. Have a great day. Bye-bye, all.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind.